This episode of The Game Factor is brought to you by Courtney K's Line of Design and Two Nerds on a Couch.
Hi, and welcome to The Game Factor, the show that tries to keep you up to date with everything in the video game world. I'm your host, David Burns. I should be saying something witty and funny here, but I got nothing for you. So, right on to the trailers. The first trailer we have for you guys this week is an action platformer that is actually a sequel to a game that was released 11 years ago. Here's the trailer for Alice: Return to Madness. American McGee claims that he and his people at Spicy Horse have fixed all of the problems that players had with the first Alice game, although we won't be able to find out until the game actually comes out on June 14th. For all the problems that the original game had, and possibly with this one, we're only going to give this game a rent. Now for our final trailer for you this week is the third installment of the F.3.A.R series. So here's our trailer for F.3.A.R 3.
We were brothers, prototype commandos in the emerging field of psychic warfare. I was the favorite. I gave them what they wanted. I gave them blood. They say the synchronicity with my mother made me homicidal. He was the first prototype. His enhanced reflexes made him an unstoppable killer. When my brother found me, he put a bullet in my head, but our psychic link never broke. Like a curse, bound by blood.
F.3.A.R 3 is being developed by Day One Studios, who took a break on the second game, which was developed by Monolith Studios. F.3.A.R 3 comes out on June 21st and is being published by Warner Bros. Interactive. We're giving this game a rent with a possible impulse buy for more of the fans of the series.
Silly guy dressed as a chicken. Go on, get out of here.
All I wanted to do was have fun at the party. I didn't know I was dressed wrong. I guess I'll have to try Courtney K.
Courtney K's Line of Design for all your cosplay needs.
Welcome to the clashing world of ninjas and samurais in Samurai Warriors 2 for the Xbox 360. The sequel was released in August of 2006 and served to build upon the previous game by adding new characters and features. The game is broken into 4 main modes. Story mode, where you follow the story of a particular warrior. Free mode, where you can play any unlocked mission with any unlocked character. Survival mode, which has infinite floors of enemies for you to fight. A new board game called Sugoroku, which is sort of like a take on Monopoly. And now for what we liked about the game. At their core, the warrior games are simply just button mashers that allows for easy pick up and play for just about anybody who wants to play a video game. The new special abilities given to each general adds a little variety to the traditional button mashing that these games have. We especially enjoyed playing this game in co-op. Having a friend there to help you makes the game a little bit less tedious. Now for what we didn't like. While Omega Force did a great job of increasing the number of enemies drawn, unfortunately it still results in a lot of lag. Also, to accomplish so many enemies drawn at one time, it seems like Omega Force decided to drop the visuals. Also, at times, there seems to be a bad priority on which characters are drawn. I would be in the middle of a fight with a general and they would suddenly disappear and I would be surrounded by about 50 minions. The game is still a must-have for fans of the series, but for others, probably not. With all of the ups and downs of this series, we're going to give Samurai Warriors 2 a game factor of 7.5.
Now for the review of Final Fantasy III for the Nintendo DS. Originally, it was for the NES only in Japan. Here's some footage of the original game just for comparison. So what's different? Well, huge graphical overhaul for the Nintendo DS version. Also the advent of the Moogle Mail. And many new job classes to explore. These job classes helped you to make a strategy in defeating different bosses. Now for what I didn't like. The map. Also, I didn't like the random battles, there were far too many. And I thought it was extremely difficult to beat the optional boss. I had to level up to level 95 and have all of my job classes at level 99 just to beat the optional boss. He was much harder than the final boss. Now for what I liked. Exploring hidden areas, getting new treasures, meeting with new people that randomly appear in your party and help you out as you go along, and yes, I even liked grinding to get myself stronger. I give this a game factor of 9.
Who do you think we are? We're 2 nerds on a couch. We've got bead sprites. See something you like? Want something else? Did I mention bead sprites? Contact 2 Nerds on a Couch. Find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter.
And remember to believe in the beads that believe in you.
And in news this week, we have a huge announcement from Sony. As most people know, the PlayStation Network was brought down about 2 weeks ago as a result of a hacker attack on the system. Well, Sony has rebuilt the system on a new database and is about to relaunch it. This will be done in phases, with phase 1 including online multiplayer, your account management, PlayStation Home, your friends list and chat, as well as Music Unlimited, which is powered by the Curiosity. Now, they've also increased security on the system to prevent further hacking. As well, Sony is initiating a welcome back program to thank people for coming back to the system. Now, as part of this welcome back, Sony is going to be giving out free downloads of some PlayStation software. This hasn't been announced what it will be, and it will be dependent on each region. As well as the free content, Sony is also offering a 30-day free pass to all members of the PlayStation Network for their PlayStation Plus service. Existing members will get an additional 30 days. They are also saying that there will be more free content given in the coming weeks. So stay tuned and pay attention to your PlayStation Network for all the new stuff. Out this week, we have another lackluster bunch of titles. First, we have Attack of the 3D Movies, which I'm sure is no Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Motorstorm Apocalypse, which, well, the series is kind of an apocalypse of its own. Thor, God of Thunder, please, for the love of God, let it be a good movie tie-in game. Remington, Super Slam Alaska, which I'm sure has nothing to do with Remington Steel. And Fate, the Cursed King. Well, he's probably cursed and will be cursed if we play it. Well, that pretty much wraps up the fun for this week. As always, you can find us on that Book of Faces, or follow us on that Tweety Twitter, and leave us any comments or questions. So, until next week, game over.
Win here, win there, win everywhere.
Basta!
Come on, bud, I got Tiger Boy.
Lego Pirates!